In this video, I'll take you through the concept of deferred tax and what are the areas you have to focus on as a banker and as an analyst. At first, what do we mean by deferred tax? It is basically a difference in tax that can arise because of difference in accounting income and taxable income. That is, by following Companies Act. Let's take the case of Companies Act itself. By following the Companies Act, the companies will be preparing the statement of profit and loss and they will be arriving at a profit. And by following tax laws, they'll be preparing the statement of computation of income and they will also have a taxable income. So this profit I'll call as book profit and this profit I'll call as taxable income. Both are for the same period of the same business entity, but there can be differences. So this differences can also lead to difference in tax amount. Yes, it is possible because if your book profit is going to be higher when compared with taxable income, let's say your taxable income is lower, what will happen? Automatically, the tax will also be less. But here book profit is high. So if you're going to calculate tax as per book profit, then that tax amount will also be high. But these differences can be permanent or it can also be temporary. If they are permanent, that is not going to come under deferred tax. But if the difference is going to be temporary, that is, we call it as timing difference, then that will have impact called deferred tax. How to understand? Let's take an example. Look, this company has a machinery worth 50 lakh. They purchased it at 50 lakh. As per their books of accounts, on the original cost of 50 lakh, they are providing depreciation at 10%, which is 5 lakh. But tax laws permits 15% depreciation on the same machinery. So for tax purpose, they say original cost 50 lakh, depreciation is 50 lakh into 15%, 7.5 lakh. So this is the carrying amount. Now the impact is this. Depreciation figure is different as per books and as per tax laws. Now let's see what is going to be the impact on the profits and taxes. Look at here, the profit before depreciation and taxes in both the scenarios, as per books, as per tax laws, it is 100 lakh. Now of this, if you're going by books, you have to deduct depreciation of this 5 lakh, so the profit will be 95 lakh. If you're going by tax laws, on this 100 lakh, you have to deduct 7.5 lakh. So look what is happening to the profit. As per books, the profit is 95 lakh. As per tax laws, the profit is 92.5 lakhs. So when your profit is more, tax will be more. When your profit is less, tax will be less. So look at here, as per books, the profit is higher. So on this 95 lakh, if you calculate tax at the rate of 30%, it will be 28.5 lakh. But you are not going to pay 28.5 lakh now because the tax is calculated on the taxable income only. And here the taxable income is only 92.5 lakh. On that, if you calculate 30%, it is only 27.75 lakh. So what does this method says is, try to account for what should have been the actual tax. In this case, we know on the 95 lakh, the actual tax should have been 28.5. But because of the difference in rates, you are paying 27.75. You have deferred. It means you have not saved. You have deferred. You have deferred for now. In future, maybe in 3 years or 5 years down the line, before this asset is fully written off, you will be paying this amount. That's why they call it as deferred tax. And it is still a liability. You will be making payment of 27.75 only, no doubt about it. But you should have ideally paid 28.5. You are not going to pay it now. You will pay it in future. So this difference, even though you are going to pay only this, actually you should have paid this. So this difference have to be recognized now as an expense and as a liability. So this 0.75 will be computed, the difference, and that will be provided as deferred tax liability in addition to the current tax what you will see. So understand, this amount is very important because if This information is not at all brought to the attention of the stakeholders like bankers, analysts. What will be the conclusion? This company has got a tax obligation of only 27.75. That is for the current year. But in future, this company has to pay another 0.75. That will not come to the attention at all. And this amount is payable in future. This is going to have impact on the future cash flows. It will have impact on the future loan repayments. So in that angle, recognizing deferred tax liability is very, very important, and bankers should pay attention whenever there is a significant amount of DTL, because significant DTL created in the current year will have impact on the cash flows in the future period, and it will have impact on the repayment capacity as well. So understand, deferred tax liability is very important provision and bankers have to pay attention to it.